Hi guys, I'm back. Sorry for the wait. I've just got everything swapped over. I got your invite join request, so that should be letting you in now. Just give it a minute just to bring you in. If anyone else put a request in, I didn't see it. Sorry. But if anybody does want to join, session is up. Usual details. Ugh, right. See what we can do. Yeah, I hope you guys are right. So we're going to get a couple hours in on Farming Sim. And then we will go from there. But yeah, I hope you're all doing okay. Thanks everybody who hung out and played the boats and other gubbins earlier on Farming Farming Sim. On War Thunder. I know what I mean. I know what I mean. Sorry, I'm being such a donut. Right. I'm gonna accept that, and then I'm gonna pop down there. Where is that? 69. Of course it is. Is it let you in, Can? Has it let you in? Yeah, I'm gonna take the motorbike over there. Right. Go, 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 go. Oh, right, it's still loading in. Okay. Oh, it's fine, it's fine. I'm just gonna drive over to the task thing. It might jump around a little bit while you're loading in. I'll have to wait and see. Ew, gosh. I don't know if you have all your mods up to date. I don't think any of them had updates this week. I didn't see any, but hopefully it's all okay. But yeah, we need to try and get the debt down. The farm debt is still a problem. Let me have a look a second. Where am I? 69. Oh my god, I'm in the wrong spot. It's all the way over here. Ah! I need to go this way. I'm going the wrong bloody way again. Bounce around. These motorbikes are a curse. Hey Rob, how you doing? Right, where is it? Oh, it's up here. It's up here. It's up here. Ah! You've got 600 mods. Why do you have 600 mods for this game? You crazy! 600 mods is ridiculous. Why do you need that many mods? I mean, I'm planning to do a modded, you know, Skyrim run, but I'm not going to go that mad. There is a road somewhere, but I'm too lazy to use it. I really should use the road. That would make more sense. Let's use the road. Oh my gosh. Ah, yeah, no. Oh. Right, where is this? No. Oh, no. I'm on the wrong. Oh, peanuts. That's the one I want. Right, where is the... Right, how do I get up there? Oh, it's there. Okay, hang on. Oh, there you go. Right, it looks like you're loading in, Can. Hang on, sorry about that. There we go. Right. Right. We'll be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. I need to have a look at the debt situation, because that's kind of important given the farm. Let's have a look. Where are we with the financial woes of the farm? Oh, it's under 100k. That's good. We've got the debt down to under 100k. That's a good start. That is a very good start. There's so much fog. This is ridiculous. Why is there so much fog? Ah! I literally cannot see where I'm going. No. Come on. Right, it's literally just up here. How many trees? Probably be like 10 or so, I'd imagine. Let's... Oh, great. The fog's gonna make this really interesting, isn't it? Yeah, the fog is gonna make this really awkward to do. Oh, fun. Yeah, I really didn't think this through, did I, when I took this job? I really did not think this through. Yeah, finding the trees that I need to cut down is gonna be a giant pain in the arse. Great. Ah. Oh, where's the trees that I need? Hang on, that one looks sort of dead. Is that the... No, that's not the right one. Okay. Yeah, I've picked probably like the worst job to do right now with all the fog. I don't see them. See, some of these are a bit deceptive. They look like they should be the ones to chop down, and then you look at them more closely and it's like, nope, that's not the right one. Thing is, you've got to get it right, because if you get it wrong, you get a penalty, so... You can't afford to stuff it up. That looks like one there. Hang on. That one looks promising. Yeah, that's one. Right, I found one. Alright, timber! Okay, we've got one. That's okay, so there's only 3. There's only 3 to find. Right, that makes me a little more hopeful. So we've got 2 more to find. Oh, why did these have to be such a pain? I only had $900 for doing this job as well, by the way. That's the other problem. It's not much money. In all fairness, though, don't have to hire equipment for it, which is nice. That's one good thing. As long as you've got like a chainsaw, you're good. The chainsaw for this is GOAT. Saves you a ton of aggravation and faff. You already cut 2 down? Oh. Oh, okay, well there's more then. Okay, so that means we've done, what, 3 total? Right, so there's another 3 then. Hang on, I think I found one. Yeah, I found one. Right, well that's 2/3 of the way now. We need a couple more. I'm outside the circle. We're gonna find him, Can. Don't worry, we'll find him. They blend in so well. That's half the problem. They blend in so well. I'm gonna find it. Then we're gonna do some farming. We will actually get some farming done. Oh, there was a crop we need to sell, I think, as well. Not in this particular month, but coming up. So we need to be mindful of that. Because we can get some money from that. Where are these bloody trees? So at this point, I wish we had, like, the fart vision thing. That would be helpful. The little fart vision McGubbins. Right. Right, so we're 83%. What are we missing? Hey, Vegeta. There is one hiding somewhere. It's gonna absolutely be annoying. And so at this point, I'm like, I wish we had a drone or a helicopter we could fly over and check for them. Make our life easier that way. I think if they did airplane fertilizing, that would be fun. I would love to have that in this game. I don't believe there's a way to do that in this. I'd be all over it though if they added those. That would be cool. Any luck, Ken? I'm looking. I ain't seeing it at the moment. I would love to just chop all the trees down in the area. Unfortunately, if we attempt to do that, we will get mountains of penalties. So that is sadly not an option. Come on, where is it? I wish the paint was more obvious. It's like the weirdest Easter egg hunt. Hang on, what's this? Oh no, that's not right. No, that's not the right one. It's a very specific, distinct look of tree. But it does sort of blend in with a couple of other types. It's weird. It's a weird one. It's not that. I don't think it's right on the edge, Can. I've had a look. I'm just trying to be thorough. They sometimes are right on the edge. This is gonna be annoying. It's gonna be in a really daft spot. Bloody trees. Hang on. This one? No. I wanna smush the trees! Dang it! Any luck, Can? We're gonna find this tree. It's like the weirdest Easter egg hunt ever. I found it! I found it! I found it! I found it. Please don't tell me there's another one. Oh, yes! Got it, Can. I got it. I got it. Ah, right. We did it. We did it. We did it. Right. Collect that. Right. Done. Yay! Oh, God. We got there in the end. Right. Do we have that equipment? I think we do. Let me go... Let me have a little look see. I think that is... Yeah, that's solid fertilizer. Right, so if I take this... I'll go do fertilizing. I'll go do some fertilizing. Is that seed or fertilizer? Hang on, what's in here? Hang on. We need to have a mooch. That's seeds, isn't it? Yeah, that's seeds. Okay, let me get some solid fertilizer. Why have we got so much equipment up here? I don't know why we've ended up with all this stuff. I don't know how that happened, honestly. I genuinely don't know how that happened. But hey ho, it is what it is. Where'd the the solid fertilizer's over there. Okay, let me go grab that. Alright, let me refill that. Right, we'll go do the task. And then we'll go from that. That's the Batman plan. What task did you pick up, Can? Right, I need to, oh, I see, you've got sewing, haven't you? Field 11, where's Field 11? Oh, them over there, ah. Right, so we need to cut across the middle of the map, basically. Hey, Fab, how you doing? Everything alright? How are you doing? Hope all is well. We got to cut the house to get a bit of farming sim done. And then we're going to be popping on Every Day We Fight. The publisher very kindly sent me a demo for that. So we're going to have a crack at that because it looks really fun, so. Bit mad? Oh no, what happened? Everything okay? I hope you're doing alright. Big fluffy hugs, dude. Big fluffy hugs. Can, I think crop defamation is still on, so just be careful. I can't remember if I turned it off or not. I've got a horrible feeling it's still on, so just, yeah, be careful. Oh no! You were in an accident. What happened? Are you alright? Oh my gosh. I mean, the main thing is you're okay, but I hope you get everything with the bike sorted. Make sure to stay safe and take care of yourself. Oh no, am I gonna get stuck in this ditch again? Please don't get stuck in the ditch. Dislocated your arm? Jeez. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, make sure to take care of yourself. Why did you buy seeds, Can? There was a shitload of seeds over there. That literally, there's a big pile of green boxes of seeds. I don't know how you didn't see them. It's fine, whatever we don't use, we'll hold on to. We are a bit broke now, though. Rip. Hey, Mick, how you doing? You alright? That's not good. Repaint it? You got lucky, dude. You got really lucky if that's the only damage. Just make sure you rest up and take care of yourself, alright, Fab? Please take care of yourself. I hope everything will be okay. I wish you a speedy recovery, dude. Big fluffy hugs. Hey, Pedro. Right. Okay, cool. So that's that job done. Nice, quick and easy one. I'm gonna go do the fertilizing job on this one. So that takes me all the way back over to field 2. So, back in the ditch we go, if I can find a spot that's safe. Please don't get stuck. Please don't get stuck. Fuck. I am stuck. Great. Yeah, that bit, not so good. Yeah, I picked a bad spot. I picked a very bad... Right, I guess we're getting out of that vehicle. Let's go. Okay. Reset the vehicle. Reset the trailer. Hopefully I don't lose the stuff that was in the back of it, or I'm going to be really annoyed. Oh, I mean, I've had horse riding accidents. I bent my collarbone as a kid, horse riding. I've had lots of, like, ankle and wrist sprains over the years. I think I just lost all that fertilizer because of that. Oh my gosh. Wow. That was so BS. Great. I lost all that fertilizer because I reset the vehicle. Ugh, that's annoying. The biggest thing I did was I broke my arm, Fab. I broke my humerus bone, which wasn't funny, ironically. Yeah, don't recommend it. I was horse riding and I went over a jump on a very large horse. I was only a little kid. I was basically single digits of age. I really shouldn't have been on it. It was giant for my age. It was more than 15 hands. It was a lot. He was called Big Joseph for a reason. Let's put it that way. Little Joseph was a fox hunting horse. Big Joseph was a big, muscly, working horse. And yeah, I took him over a jump with another horse leading, because like I say, it was the only one they had available for that lesson, so I didn't have a massive amount of say in it. Yeah, I got over the jump just fine. What went wrong was when I landed it, because I was so short on this massive horse, my feet couldn't reach down properly on this horse, so the saddle was huge. I didn't have proper foot contact, which is rather important for horse riding. And so I was having to work my arms quite hard with him, although you shouldn't be tugging horses' faces around, granted, and I wasn't doing that. I was not being ridiculous with it. But he was a really big muscly boy, that horse, and he was lovely. But for some daft reason, the horse was supposed to go left after the jump, and he didn't. He decided he wanted to go right, and I could see his head telegraphing for going right, even though he had a horse in front of him going left. I guess there must have been some food in a hedge or something, I don't know, but he decided he was going right. Anyway, I could see this as I landed the jump. Unfortunately, as I stuck the landing, my foot slipped out the stirrup. And this was just as I was prepping to indicate to him, no, please go left. Because I could see what he was trying to do. And unfortunately, between me trying to give him indication, him going the wrong way, and me slipping in the stirrup, I was using the arms a bit more, and yeah, because of that, it basically pulled me off left. Yeah, it was a very unfortunate couple of things that all happened within a few seconds of each other. But yeah, I landed the jump, the stirrup went. I was holding onto the reins, trying to give him some indication of where to go, and because he wasn't listening, and because I didn't have any way to grip myself into the saddle, yeah, I just went careening off, basically. So, yeah, it was not nice, because what then happened was I fell off. I landed on my head and my arm, basically. So that snapped my arm. And, yeah, I was on the floor. Obviously, he carried on, because he hadn't realized what he'd done. And, yeah, so I was there on the floor, and I dared not move, because I didn't know if my, neck was snapped or anything. I didn't know. So I was trying to be careful. Oh god, it hurt. Yeah, it was horrible. But yeah, so I had to lay very still and wait for help. Thankfully, this was in an arena, so I had instructors and people nearby. But, yeah, basically, my neck and spine was fine. But they had to get me off the floor and then get me to the hospital. And there was no way of getting an ambulance down to that arena. So I had to physically get up and walk. And they were fairly sure I didn't have any spinal issues, so that's why they did it. Otherwise they would have had to have found a way to get an ambulance down there, which wouldn't have been fun. But yeah, so I got up, but we realized my arm was broken. That much was really obvious. So we were having to hold my arm in place, because what had happened was my arm had completely split in two in the humerus, and effectively it was hanging there. And what was really bad about it was not only had it had snapped in a very uneven way. It basically splintered quite badly. And it was trying to escape. you could see my arm was massively bowed, basically. And, yeah, it was trying to escape the skin. So, we had to try and stabilize it, get me in the car, and then navigate a load of rural roads, get into the local town where the hospital was, without disturbing my arm in a way that would fracture it through the skin, with multiple sharp edges obviously under the skin, very close to the skin. That was the dangerous bit. I'm surprised we even chanced it and did it, but there was no way they were going to get an ambulance to us particularly easily, so I had somebody sat in the back of the car with me trying to help hold everything together, and we were obviously having to go extremely slow. But we got there. We didn't have it snap through, thankfully, during the drive, because that was the risk. Because the thing was, if it snapped through, it could have ripped all the vessels out and done all sorts of damage, so... And I was very woozy and tired from the whole thing, and I'd had a massive hit to the head, so I was not in a great state. So trying to keep myself awake and hold myself as best I could was not easy, but I was trying my best. But yeah, we got to the hospital and they were like, yeah, you've completely snapped that in half. And there was sharp bits and yeah. Anyway, there was a lot of sharp edges, but the bone was not broken into bazillions of pieces. So what they decided to do was they took me down to surgery. And this was during an Easter holiday, which is great. But yeah, they had to take me down to surgery for multiple days, and they were like, right, we've got two options. We can either open it up and dig around and straighten it out, or we can try manually straighten it out. So they opted for manually straightening it out, because they didn't really want to put me under if they could avoid it. So they managed to even my arm out, because the x-ray obviously showed that, yes, it had sharp edges, but it wasn't in a billion pieces that needed to have metal over it to put it back. So they casted it down to surgery, a couple of days on trot. They couldn't get a line in me was the problem, because my body had gone into shock so bad. I had no vascular. It was just bad. It was just bad. My body, they couldn't get lines in, they couldn't do drip, they couldn't do anything basically. So I was under heat blankets and all sorts of other stupid stuff for several days for them to be able to do it. But yeah, eventually, a couple of days later, they were able to get me in and do it. My system had bounced back enough that they could get things in that they needed. So yeah, then they put me under, manipulated everything back into place. But yeah, the downside is I have a massive bow in my arm now. My arm is not straight. It never will be a completely straight. They knew that was going to be the case, but they said that was the better case scenario than opening up and something even worse happening. So, because there was always risks with that as well. So, yeah, so they opted for the less invasive option, but it did limit what they could do to some extent. I liked them on principle, Fab. I wouldn't want to participate in one. Let's put it that way. Hey, Paul. So yeah, so they straightened my arm out as best they could. I have a bend in my arm, which is really noticeable. But it is all in one piece. So that's the main thing. But yeah, it does mean my arm looks a bit weird. And also the muscle and fat distribution on my arm is completely out of whack. It's really bullcrap. I have very thick under my arm and then nothing on top, basically. Everything's kind of shifted. As I say, it looks extremely weird. Where you'd expect there to be muscle, there's bone, basically, because of how it's bent. Because you've got the bend, and then you've got the lump where it healed, and also wasn't quite aligned, so it's a bit weird. But, yeah, basically, my arm is really distorted. So, yeah, but it means the muscle tissue and stuff is all in the wrong spot. So, it's fun and games. But it is what it is. I have a functioning arm, which is the main thing. I do have sensation difference in my arm. At the time, it wasn't noticeable, but as I've gotten older, it's become more and more noticeable. So, yeah, my sensation in my hand for like touching objects and heat and things like that is different in my left arm than my right arm. Which is it's annoying. It's annoying, but it's, as I say, compared to what could have happened, I got pretty lucky in the grand scheme of things. So I can't really complain. As I said, that could have been a terminal accident. So I got lucky with that one. There was another accident I got very lucky with as well. I came straight over the head of a horse and nearly had it crush me. Yeah, you can ask questions. How you doing, Tom? You alright? D&D on Monday still on, by the way. But yeah, the other major one I had. Yeah, hang on, I'm coming, Can. I'm coming. Let me just get this vehicle moved. Yeah, I got really lucky with the other one. No, I would not want to be a stunt performer. Absolutely not. No, as I say, mad admiration for those people, but I'd never want to do it. Too dangerous for me. But yeah, the other major accident I had, I got off even more scot-free on that one. I got away with a sprained ankle and wrist, and I don't know how. But yeah, I had a very young, very green horse that had come out of training. Very young, very curious, love it a bit. Great horse. What happened to my arm? I snapped it in half in a horse riding accident. I was on a really big horse as a single-digit aged kid because they didn't have anything else available. And landed on my head and my arm, snapped it in half. It nearly broke out the skin, basically. Had to be driven to the hospital in a car. And they were holding my arm together, basically. And then multiple days of going down to surgery for them to get a line in me, because my system was in shock so bad that they couldn't get anything in me. And then they manipulated it back in place. No, we're not doing War Thunder. We're on Farming Sim now. Do you want a hand, Can? I can help you. It's okay. Right, we need to unfold this. But yeah, that was one of my bad horse riding accidents. So basically, the horse was too big for me. I didn't have purchase on it with my legs properly because of being too small for it. And, yeah, not good. Let's put it that way. How do I want to do this? Hang on, I'm trying to remember the buttons. But yeah, I snapped my arm, Tom. It's basically the TLDR. Snapped my arm in a really bad way. Nearly escaped. But it, yeah, it's fine. I just have sensation differences in my arm. And, one of my arms is really severely bent, basically. As a result. So, as I say, I got lucky because I landed on my head and my arm. Oh god, no. This is nothing recent. Thankfully. No, that would be bad. Yeah, the other major accident, going back to what I was saying a minute ago, Fab, yeah, I had a really green horse that I was riding. And, oh god, yeah, it, there should be steps on this thing. Why are there no steps on this? There should be a stabilization thing on this. Where is it? I don't see the button for it. Am I going crazy? There should be. Yeah, there's legs. I can fucking see the legs. How do I get them down? You jumped off a roof for a stunt. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, that's asking for trouble. Is it X with the legs? No, that's unfolding it. It's not unfolding it. I want the legs at the front and they're not going down. I don't know why. I don't know why the legs aren't going down. I know there's a bloody button for it. It's not showing. Hang on. Farming sim 25 wood chopping legs key. Bye. Let me try and find it. Legs are typically activated with Z apparently. Okay, let's try that. Nope. They're not going down. I don't know. The legs are not going down. That's what we really need. There's bloody legs there and I can see them. I don't know what's going on with them. Sorry, Cat. There's legs on this. That's why you're having problems. And they're not going down and I don't know why. That's what your issues are. Yeah, I don't know why the legs on this are not going down. Is it Shift Z? No. Let me try and... I mean, if you want, Cam, we can just skip this job and we'll just go to the next. This is going to be a major pain without the legs. I don't know how we're going to do it. It's going to be really delicate to do. I mean, not impossible, don't get me wrong. I mean, I've done it. The amount of times I've done it. It is stupid, but... Hang on, there's an AI worker. Let's do... We go... Hang on, let's put AI worker on it. Will it do it? No. No, L's the fasten belts. Oh no, I've gripped like 4 there. Yeah, it's one of those really dumb keybinds that only comes up occasionally. But yeah, the weight is too much for this vehicle, that's the problem. If I try and lift anything, it's gonna... fuck with it. We should be able to put legs down. Yeah, let's skip it. Fuck it. Cancel it. Let's move the month on. It's the wood ones are bloody annoying. I can't remember what the bind for is. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'll figure it out. It's fine. Those ones are just stupid. Let me just double check when this stuff's gotta go, and then we'll reset it. Because we've got crops. Let's have a look. We got rice. Rice is July. Yeah, so we got plenty of time on that. Right, rest up. Let's just carry them. Let's just not bother with those ones. But yeah, anyway, thanks for the confirmation, by the way, Tom. Appreciate it. But yeah, me and I've been really lucky for the horses I've ridden. I've been very lucky. In the grand scheme of things, have not had that many accidents. I've been very lucky, especially given I've been riding horse racing horses, fox hunting, a lot of working horse. I have been very lucky. I have not had that many tragic accidents, but there's been a couple of close calls, thankfully, that I got quite lucky with. No worries, Tom. Have a good look, mate. Yeah, I was sorry. I'll say there was the one where I broke my arm, and then there was the yeah, I didn't do fox hunting on the horse. It's just that's what they were trained for, Tom. I was in a very fortunate position in that with the places, well, some of the places I went, they had working horses. And some of them were livery, they were being there housed basically on behalf of another owner. So they were very fussy. Some of them, strictly the owners would ride them. But some of them, they do like a discounted housing for the horses basically. Provided they let select people ride them as part of, you know, doing stuff. Anyway, so I ended up on a few of those horses basically. There were some horses that were, like, say, fox hunting, and they were trained horse racing horses and stuff like that. Again, you had to be at a certain level, otherwise you couldn't go anywhere near them, because obviously you don't want to ruin a good horse that belongs to someone else. But I had the ability level, thankfully, that I was allowed to ride those horses basically, which was really nice because I got some opportunities that others didn't get. But yeah, they were very, very fussy about who they let on those. But yeah, I didn't participate in any kind of fox hunt or anything of that nature. I didn't do any of that. It was just arena riding, hacking out. I did do some, like, cross country and show jumping and that kind of stuff. So did all that kind of stuff. But yeah, more 3-day eventing style things. Hey Oswald, how you doing? That was more my jam. But yeah, no, there's some interesting horses I got to ride. There were some really lovely ones. But yeah, other than breaking my arm, let's say various sprains, like I say, the other worst one I had was that one where I went straight over the top of a horse. Because the poor little horse, very young, very curious, lovely horse. Absolutely loved that horse to bits. Amazing pony. Well, not pony, it was a horse. It was like a horse. It was just very young, but yeah, it done all its training and everything else. Anyway, I was riding it, but yeah, it got too curious about some sheep and some cows in a field. I think it was specifically cows when the incident happened, but yeah, he got a bit too curious and was looking at them rather than where he was going, and I pulled his head round several times. I was like, no, you're gonna look where you're going. Anyway, he did it one too many times, and yeah, unfortunately it led him to trip over. We were on a cobble path past, basically it was an old path for a castle. So it was a cobbled up path with a ditch down one side of it and stone walls, so nowhere to really go except in the ditch. But yeah, he got distracted, looked at it. I went to pull him around, and then he tripped basically, and he tripped quite dramatically. So his head immediately went down alongside his front legs, and then the whole of his back end came up, and yeah, I fell off. I managed to dive off to the left towards the ditch, and yeah, he nearly crushed me basically. But I managed to dive off enough to the left and roll that yeah, he didn't get me, thankfully. But yeah, the whole weight of his body came down over his head. He was okay. I did get up and go check on him. He obviously ran off. He didn't go too far though, and he didn't have anywhere he could really go, because again, it was a narrow path with nowhere to go. But yeah, so he ran off. He completely scuffed up his legs and his face, and he got straight back up. He had no back or neck injury, luckily. He got stupid lucky. He got stupid lucky. Um but yeah, that could have gone a lot worse. But yeah, luckily I managed to dive out the way. He was okay. He was really spooked after that, understandably. But yeah, he was okay. It was mostly superficial damage. He'd ripped skin off of his face and legs. His neck and back was fine. He was obviously scared. But yeah, he was okay. We got him back to the stable all right. Thankfully, it wasn't far to go, and he was okay enough that we didn't need to bring a truck out to him to board him up and take him back. So we were able to just slowly take him back. Obviously, I didn't ride him back. I walked, but he was okay. He was fine. He had all the vet visits and everything and all the usual stuff just to be on the safe side. And then obviously we treated him when we got him back. You know, sponged everything down, took good care, did all the things, you know, you'd need to do in that situation. But yeah, he was fine. He was just more spooked than anything else. And yeah, luckily very superficial injuries. So it looked a lot worse than it was, basically, coming out of that. But yeah, he didn't have any issues. He carried on just fine. He was able to be a totally normal horse after that. They obviously put him out in pasture and all that, you know, recovery process before he came back to being ridden again, but he was fine. He didn't look at shit randomly after that, funnily enough. I did try and warn him. I was trying to bring him back round, but his curiosity got the better of him too much. Because it was every few seconds I was having to tell him, no. But no, he wouldn't have it. But shit, I need to unfold. Let's do that. But yeah, so lovely horse, but yeah, just curiosity. I was trying to do everything I could to keep him on track, but he was not having it. So yeah, unfortunately, he learned the hard way. Which is really unfortunate. But yeah, he was okay. I was okay. So, but yeah, he got stupid lucky because horses, when they bring that whole weight down over their head, it doesn't normally end well. That normally does not end well. Because horses are not light animals, and yeah, their legs and their back are quite vulnerable, so yeah, he got stupid lucky. Yeah, no, it's all good, Fab, it's all good. And yeah, sure, let me know about the stunt show thing, but yeah, no, you'd never catch me doing that. You'd never catch me doing that. That's too bold and brave for me. Come on. I'm gonna try and rip these contracts up. There's we probably can turn this around quite quickly, if it doesn't give us any extras. We can probably just cycle the day around. We'll see what happens, alright? About 6 o'clock, just so you know, I'm gonna be swapping to the other game. Just heads up. So we got a bit of time. We've got about an hour and a half. We should be able to get a fair bit done during that. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, as I say, you need a certain level of nerve and a personality for that, Fab, that I just do not have. I am far too cautious of a person. But don't get me wrong, horse riding is risky. Most sports are. You know, and I mean, I've played hockey, rugby, football. I used to do hammer throw and javelin throw, you know. But, you know, I used to do lots of swimming, used to love that. Hey, Daniel! But yeah, they all carry their own risks, obviously. But with horses, I've been around horses my entire life, so that's more of a natural fit for me. I love that kind of stuff. I would love to go back to horse riding at some point. There's actually like a disabled riding school not far from where my partner lives, so I might see if I can get in there, but we'll see. I'm not sure at the moment. I don't know what'll happen. We'll see. But I'd love to get back into it if I can manage it. I don't know if my joints are up to it anymore. That's the problem. I don't know if my joints are good enough anymore, sadly, because you need a surprising amount of power in your legs and back to maintain posture and control. So I'm not sure if I have that anymore. Archery, I love archery. I didn't get to do archery very often, sadly, but I do love archery. If there's an option when I go out somewhere to go do archery, I will do it. I love archery. I absolutely love archery. I would love to find a place to do that regular. The thing is, I don't, again, pressure on my arms. It's alright like on an ad hoc thing, but I'd love to get good at that, like proper good at that. That would be cool. And I have done it in the past, as I say, multiple times, but just, you know, out somewhere with the kids type thing, you know, they've had somebody doing it kind of thing. One of the kids did it for their birthday, actually, one year. They really enjoyed it. There is a place semi-local to me that does that kind of stuff. They do, like, outdoorsy, like, go-karts and all that. But yeah, I'd love to do archery on the regular. I just don't know. Again, it's like having time, and I don't know if the repeat strain would be too much. Do you know what I mean? Like what, like a one-off thing with a low, a low load. Do you know what I mean? Like it might be okay. I'd have problems with the high-powered ones, that much is for sure. But yeah, I used to love that kind of stuff. That stuff's really fun. I enjoy it. I think it's really cool. But yeah, not something I really had. The other thing I'm quite good at is curling, for some bizarre reason. I don't know why I'm good at curling. It's not something I've had the option to do very often, but yeah, for some reason I have a knack for curling. And I don't know why. The derp arrow, yeah, I know, right? Yeah, curling's fun. Curling is really fun, but yeah, I don't know why. I seem to have a knack for it for some reason. The few times I've done it, when I say few times, it's, you know, a good, like, dozen plus, but, like, when I've had the chance to do it, I seem to have an eye for it for some reason. I don't know if it's because her mum used to do bowls, which is kind of similar in a lot of ways, and then also I used to go bowling with my dad quite often, so maybe that's helped. Because there is some essence of similarity between those, but yeah, maybe that's it. I'm not sure. But yeah, like if I had to pick sports to do, like my golden ones are horse riding, swimming, and hockey. They're like my three favorites. I absolutely love those. They're my favorite. They're my absolute favorites. But yeah, I'm just too much of a knackered old fart at this point. I want to get back into going out and doing stuff more often. If I could do some IRL streaming, that would be fun. I could take you guys along for it. That'd be funny. Just have an IRL archery and horse riding stream. I was like, I don't know. That could be funny. One day. You never know. One day. Who knows? Hey, Twiz. To do your crop. What do you mean to do your crop next? I don't know what you're on about, your crop. As in you're coming over for it? I don't know. What do you mean, Can? Sauce, mate. I don't know what you're on about. I'm just sat here harvesting. I'm just getting what I can done. Hey, Elliot. We're okay. Everything's fine. Slowly fill this up. I'll say at the moment there isn't many. Oh, mine are ready to cut. Okay, well all the rice. I didn't realize they were going to come back up that quick. Oh god, we better do that then. We've got a silo next to the bait. Let's wrap up the contracts we've got and then let's go do that. If we get the contracts done first, because they're on a timer, so we need to hoof on those. Get the contracts done, and then we'll go harvest. We've only got one harvesting and seed. I suppose, I tell you what we could do, Can. Do you know how to do seeding? Because if you want, I can harvest, you can seed, or something like that. We could 50-50 the job if you want. We could follow up behind each other. Do it that way. No, not like that, Nev. Shut up. Yeah, just thinking it'd be quicker if we do it that way, Can. We might be able to get it done a bit quicker. But yeah, if we follow up behind each other. But yeah, I can go in there with it. If I finish contract first, I'll go start it, and then you follow up with the seeder afterwards. Does that sound good? Because we've got 4 fields that need doing, so it's gonna take a lot doing. It's gonna take a while. It's not gonna be a 2-minute job, that much is for sure. But at least all the fields are close together and the silo is there, so we don't have to go far to do it. It's all very close. So, as I say, there's not going to be any like faffing around journeying all over the place to do things. So we got that going for us. Right, I'm gonna put that there a second. We're gonna go get the trailer. Hey you, how you doing? Yeah, we're gonna get the trailer. We'll get this over here, and then hopefully we can use that to start filling up. Because this first field's gonna be fine. There is a second harvesting contract, which I would like to do. But we'll have to see how we do for time on that one. Have a good luck, Nav. I'll see you in a bit, dude. Have a safe journey home if you're not already there. Alright, there we go. Right, let's empty that out. Come on. I'm hoping we can get 2 lots in here. That would save me from having to muck around. Because this field is nearly done. If I can just dump it all in one trip, that would be phenomenal. Hey, Short, how you doing? I think we're looking good. I think we should get this all in. Right, let's go around. Let's wrap up the rest of this. There isn't much left of this. Green beans are slow. Yeah. Yeah, they are a bit. They are a bit. You'll get there, it's fine. What I might do, Can, is, like I say, I'll get this job finished, and then I'll go start the other. And I can get ahead then. Alright? Because worst case, if I finish ahead of you, one, I should be ahead of you, because otherwise you can't do your bit. But also, I'm sure there'll be other contract jobs that will pop up, so I can start working on some of those. So we'll be kept busy. It'll be fine. What we do need to do is make sure that when the stuff's harvested, it goes into the correct silo. But I know where that is, so that won't be a problem. It should be fine. I know where to take it. Hey, Clive, how you doing? The one thing we are going to have to look at, when we hit July, we need to have a mooch at where exactly I'm going to be sending the rice to, because we need to make sure we get the best price for it. So I need to make sure we actually hit the correct vendor up, because the prices can vary quite wildly. So we need to be a little bit careful and specific with that, but we'll wait until we hit that month before we deal with it. No, very funny, Nav, very funny. Could you imagine if they did? It'd be kind of funny, but tragic. make life interesting. Let's put it that way. So I'm just finishing my cup of tea because it's gone cold. I really should have drunk that earlier, but oh well, it happens. Got busy and distracted earlier on War Thunder, so it happens. It's all good. It's all good. Alright, let's keep going. We're nearly done with this field. So yeah, we can dump all this off. And then we shall go from there. But so far, so good. Hey Harrison, how you doing? And hey Elliot. Hey Din, everything all good? I don't know what you're up to, but hopefully it's all going well for you. We were playing a bit of War Thunder earlier. We're now on Farming Sim. We've got a demo called Every Day They Fight, which we're checking out later. I don't know if you've heard of it. It looks like a really fun game, so we're going to get able to get a little first look of it later, which I'm looking forward to. Hey A7. But yeah, so far so good. It's been fun. Oh, and by the way, if you'd like to check out today's sponsor as well, please do go look it up. They got great CPUs. They're on there. So we play as a community. Din, we play as a community. It is a locally hosted session rather than a true server. We do have a few lobby rules. I'm currently on here with one of the guys. We're playing Derpy Farm, as we call it. So, but yeah, we do play as a community. As I say, there are a couple of ground rules in order to participate. Hey Josh, how you doing? But yeah, it is a passworded session, but I do open it up to my community. Yeah, you can join. You will need to follow the ground rules though, but they're very simple and straightforward. Happy to explain if you want to hear more. I need to lift the header. Yeah. Yeah, it's very, very simple. So obviously it's a password session. You'll need to join via the password. It is a modded session, so I recommend you go download the mods first before you attempt to join. It is a cross-play session as well, so if your system or whatever, for whatever reason, can't cope with that, you won't be able to play. But all the mods we have are free, cross-play compatible. I can give you the session name and the password. Once you're in, you need to join Derpy Farm. So we only have one farm on this server. There is one and only farm. So you need to join the farm. Basically, the rule of thumb is no major purchases without running it past me first. Don't buy or sell land or vehicles, etc. You can buy consumables if you need them for jobs, but only buy them as applicable in sensible quantities. If in doubt, ask. And yeah, basically we just sorry, I'm multitasking here and I'm failing. The harvest station. But yeah, basically it's just all major purchases through me. You're welcome to pick contracts up. It's not don't buy anything. You can, like I say, you can buy seeds and fertilizer, etc. as applicable. But in terms of the land management and the buying and selling of vehicles, I handle that side of that. We do what's called the Farm Council. And the Farm Council basically is everybody gets to vote basically on things. So if I call a Farm Council meeting, everybody who's currently playing and everybody that's in chat can vote basically as part of the Farm Council. So if there's some choices, you guys get a say in it, if that makes sense. Also, strategies, people's preferences for trying stuff out. We go through that. Right, I need to get that. Hang on, I'll carry on in a second. Come on. Where is... Hang on, am I in the wrong spot? Let me have a look. Where am I? I'm going the wrong way. I'm an idiot. I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. Right, let's head into town. I gotta go to the grain elevator. Because then we can drop it off. Hey, Jacob. How you doing? Alright, let's see what we can do. Hey, Din. Yeah, welcome back. Sorry about that. Yeah, Twitch will do that from time to time. Sorry. We did have a vote on that a little while back. We settled on 1 minute to reduce the volume of breaks, but not make the breaks too long. So sorry about that. I know it's a pain in the ass, but the best compromise we could come up with to suit everybody. So you will get those occasionally. I've got it set as low as I can get away with, basically. So hopefully it won't interfere too much. Yes, it does support the channel. That does, yeah, it does help out in that regard. But I do get why it pisses people off. I completely get it. But yeah, I've tried to make it as less aggravating as possible. But yeah, basically you can buy consumables as applicable for contract jobs, etc. Just don't like vehicles, buying and selling land, that kind of shit. Leave that well alone. We do a farm council voting thing. So if there's major decisions, we discuss it at those and people get to vote. And with planning and strategy, everybody's welcome to chime in and pitch their ideas in. We kind of open door with that, basically. But yeah, you just need to make sure when you join the server, you have all the mods preloaded. The full mod list is in the Discord. There is a Farming Sim channel. There is 2 lists in there. There's a mod list for Farming Sim 22 and a mod list for Farming Sim 25. We're playing Farming Sim 25 right now, so you'll need to pick the mod list for that. Go grab all those mods. There's not a massive amount of them, but just if you preload them, it'll make your life a million times easier. And then I can bring you into the session from there. You'll have to search the session and put the password in, but I can provide you with all that. It's not a problem. Right, I'm gonna go sort this out. I'll go sort out the harvesting. I'll start getting our crops going. Yeah, ready to harvest. Nice. That's good, because we're gonna get another harvest in now before the sale. If we get lucky, we might get another one. How long does it take for these to turn around? Can't find the mods. It's in the Farming Sim 25 channel. It's in a pinned comment. If you go to the pin icon at the top of that chat. Oh! Guys! Big deal! Epic Games! 2 Point Hospital's free. That is an amazing game. That is an amazing game. Yeah, make sure to grab that, guys. That's a really good one. Give me a second in. I'll tag you in the relevant chat. Yeah, you can, but the thing is then, if you have a connection issue or whatever, it might slow things up. I've just pinged you in the chat that it's in. It should hopefully preload it with no interruption. Worst case, but... Yeah, the session name's just called Charade Server. Password derp1234. Let me just save in case it causes a crash. It shouldn't do. But better than safe than not. I'm not a real farmer, no. No. My educational background is in... I wanted to be in medicine originally. But I ended up in psychology. DERP1234, all one word, all lowercase. But yeah, my background's in psychology, A7, is what I ended up doing. I've had lots of other jobs over the years, though. I've worked in schools, I've worked in retail. I make the bulk of my money doing content these days. Full-time carer for family members that are sick at the moment. But no, I've never done farming professionally. I'm a complete idiot when it comes to farming. No, DERP. DERP1234, not DERP. DERP, as in derpy. DERP 1234. Sorry, trying to be clear. I don't know if my accent's making it difficult for you. DERP 1, 2, 3, 4. If need be, I can write it in the chat for you. Yep, derp, that's it. Yep, derp. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, the farm password is exactly the same, but with the numbers reversed. So it's derp 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? So when you get in here, the first thing you need to do is add yourself to the farm. I will then perm you. We're a little bit limited on equipment at the moment, so you might find it best to go just do contracts and rent the equipment via the contract panel. Don't directly rent from the shop because it's absurdly expensive and not worth it. But if you do the borrow items thing, it's a lot cheaper. So that would be the way to do it. Right, I'm going as fast as I can with this harvesting. It's going to take a while. I think we're going to need to condition the ground as well before we seed it. So just, right, can you confirm, Din, is that your account, Brugger? Can you please confirm if that's you? That's you, right. Yeah, no, that's fine. We just like to check is all. But yeah, I think once I've done this bit, I need to get all the chaff rubbish off the ground. So we'll deal with it though. It'll be fine. We'll get you. We'll get it sorted. No worries, Nev. Like I say, have a good luck, mate. Take it easy, stay safe. I'm pretty sure we had problems last time where it wouldn't let me just put the seed down. I think we had to go over it first, but we'll double check. Thing is, things have changed now as well because we've got precision farming on, so that might change things up a little bit. We need to see. See, we had precision farming on the previous game, but we did it through a mod. Now you've got all the official stuff, you see. So, we'll see how we go with it. But it's all good. We just need to adapt to it. But it shouldn't take long to figure out. Hey, Ben, how you doing? I need to have a look at the ground as well and make sure it's looking good, because anything we can do to optimize it. Although the fertilizing with rice seems to predominantly be through the water. They don't seem to need much else. I don't know if we can do some pH adjustments to make this better, but we'll have to see. Hey game, how you doing? As I say, we'll tinker around with it, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Practice makes perfect and all that. As I say, this will actually be like the first proper full harvest. Was it technically an official on that one, though? I thought it was an unofficial. I thought that one was... Am I having a brain fart? I thought that one wasn't an official. I might be misremembering that. I could have sworn that was an unofficial. Hey Nuremberg, how you doing? Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably getting confused in my old age. We'll go with that. We'll go with that. Oh gosh. Alright, come on. Alright, we are getting this done. Thankfully. Okay, it doesn't have a very wide head on it, this. It was DLC. Yeah. Hey, there you go, Brugger. You're alright. Yeah, have you added yourself to the farm? I'm assuming you have, because you're showing as green. Let me just have a look. Oh, where are you? Right, you need to add yourself to the farm. That's it. Right, now I need to give you these perms in order for you to be able to buy consumables, so just, yeah. But yeah, you don't need to muck around with that. Cutting trees you might need. You won't need any of that. But yeah, general rule of thumb with contracts, only get rid of the ones that you personally have picked up and completed, alright? It just stops people getting confused who's doing what. Hey Shahid, how you doing? Alright, come on! We're nearly there. Yeah, what I want to do, I just want to try and get the last bit of this. But yeah, if you want to grab a contract, that's probably the best thing to do. Or you could go help Can. He probably needs somebody to load up what he's harvesting right now. So that would be a good use of your time, Din. If you're down for that. So, yeah, the choice is yours, dude. I don't know how much experience you've got in the game and what you like to do, but let me know. I say, we're a bit limited on equipment at the moment in the farm because a lot of it's been tied up in debt, unfortunately. So, we're just clawing our way out of the debt situation at the moment. But we are getting there. We are getting there. So, we should be good. Hey, Phil, how you doing? Welcome on in. Hope you're doing okay. Oh, I think crop defamation is on, by the way, Din, so just be really careful, by the way, when you're going around fields. Just be careful. Hi, Gamer, how are you doing? Hey, Godwin. Hope you guys are doing alright. Alright, there we go. But yeah, we're going to line this up and get this done. I say we've got 4 fields of this, so we've got quite a chunky amount that we can do, although I don't think the yield is particularly great, unfortunately. So that's going to be the kicker. We're not going to get massive amounts of crop, unfortunately, because they are quite small fields. So we're going to be a little bit limited, but money's money right now because we've got about 95k we need to clear. And then we're out of the debt zone. So the solar shed is slowly paying itself off at the moment. Although that's going to take a long time. I think we worked out it's going to take a year or 2 in game for that to pay itself off. So yeah, that one's going to be a slight pain in the arse. Right, that one. Do we not have a... Shit. Biffy! Hi, Raven. Ah, it's the only trailer in use at the moment. Is this a rental one? It's just R1. Yeah, it can. Is that a rental one or is that R1? Oh, brilliant. You've got R1. Cool. Okay, so if I offload it, you're happy. Now, there's a silo. I'll need to show you where it is. I'll show you where the silo is that we're taking everything to, alright? It's literally just across the road. It's not that far, but I can show you where it is. So, do you see the 2 brown bits over here? You see this field over here? Yeah, be careful with the crop defamation. I checked it. It is on. Yeah, you see over on the left down there, there's a big trailer. I know you're not full at the moment, but I just want to show you. There is a silo up here. And that's what we own, up by this trailer up here. So that's where we're currently dumping all the crop at the moment. So this little deposit spot up here. This is the one we're using. All right. So that's where it all lives at the moment. All right. So yeah, that little grid there, perfect. Yeah. So that's where we're dumping it all into. Okay. I'm gonna go back to harvesting. But yeah, we can fill it up and. But yeah, that's where it's going. So take it to there. That's where it needs to go. I'm most of the way done with this field now, but let's say we have 4 total, so there's quite a few. Do we have a trailer of green beans? No, we don't have a designated trailer for green beans, no. We have one trailer, which is the one you're in currently. Can has got one for his rental job at the moment that he's doing, but that's not ours. But that one you've got there is ours, so that stays on the farm, that one. But we don't have any green beans. We only have rice as a crop at the moment. That is our only crop that we have. And the nice thing with a lot of the trailers in this is they're universal pretty much in terms of what you can chuck in them. So, but at the moment, as I say, the only crop we have is rice. We do have 2 mushroom sheds. So they're doing their thing, but they automatically sell. It does like the farmer's market thing with those. So they're just passively doing their thing in the background. We don't have to worry about those. But we got a bit cheeky, you see, because when we bought the land up here, we obviously had the house already that was provided at the start of the game. But yeah, the neighbouring bit of ground gave us the polytunnels for the mushrooms. And then the one the silo is on, the silo alone was, if we'd have built that on our own, it would have cost so much. Plus we needed the land for it. So we just bought land with one on already, and it was so much cheaper. So that's another reason why we ended up with a bit across the road. Because economically, it just made way more sense to have that. I think we cut half the cost off or something stupid by doing it that way. So it worked out really cost effective. Oh yeah, I'm aware of the harvesting thing. Yeah, we have done that in the past on 22. The problem is you've got to have the capital. You've got to have the capital. But yeah, if we're making a purchase, we'll try and land it up with when the crops are fully grown on it, so that we can get a free harvest out of it. Without any of the work, of course, but yeah, you need the capital. We don't have the capital, sadly. We've had $750,000 of debt on the farm. We're down to 95k of debt now. But the money is all tied up in the couple of bits of equipment that we've got, bit of land, and yeah, not a great deal else. I mean, we have a shed, we've got a woodcutter facility. There's a few things we've got, but yeah, we have a few objectives in mind that we're going to work towards. I want to have horses, but ultimately we need more land for crops, really. That's the big kicker. I'd love to have some animals as well. So again, that's another thing that we're going to do. I think we've got bees and honey, although we're going to want more of that as and when the time comes for it. But yeah, the goal is to get a bit of the core harvesting equipment. Get a couple of fields, get some basic crops in. Probably do sorghum, because that's normally pretty good. Just because that's a very generic, easy to do plant. Sells at a good rate. Easy to farm. And it's equipment that we'll be able to utilize across a whole host of other tasks, so It's very, very, very versatile. So that's kind of the plan at the moment, is to get those things in place. There is a couple of areas that we want to have specifically to raise animals. But that's going to require quite a lot of capital. Yeah, well, in the game they cost a lot of money. So, as I say, we didn't start with much capital. We had to work with what we got. We do keep an eye out on the sales in-game. Because you can sometimes pick up tractors and other equipment for a good price. But we haven't had a massive amount of luck. So that's one of the things we're waiting on, is potentially a good sale. But we're just gonna have to wait and see if anything comes up that's viable. If you plant grass, nah, the grass is fine. You can fertilize it to get a boost, but once grass is down, you just leave it alone and it's fine. But yeah, that's something we used to do on the previous game. We had a giant hill just covered in grass, and we'd harvest that. But yeah, we made silage out of it and ran our animals off of it. But yeah, that is dead simple to do. You just need the mowing equipment for it. But yeah, that's another thing we will be targeting, because it cuts down your costs. Thank you for the update, by the way, Can. I'll do that in a minute. Bear with me on that one, Can. I will do that. Give me a second. I don't know when we hit that. Did we literally just hit that now? Thank you for Enter T-Rush, by the way, Raven. There we go. Enjoy, guys. Hi, Nathan. Hope you're doing well. I don't know if we're going to get all of this sorted before the end of the session today, but we'll see how far we can get. Worst case, I might have to do a big replant session. So the coins in the channel, so they're a custom currency that we have. And they're used typically for the giveaways. There's some extra fun stuff that you can do, like community ranks and things like that with them. For your exclamation mark shop, there's a shop. So there's like Discord ranks, that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's used for community ranks and giveaways normally. That's the main two purposes of them. You get them just hanging out with the channel. The reason you guys got just a bonus just now is we hit a 10% milestone on the T-Rush. The T-Rush is a fun little goal that we run every month where everybody chips in. It's just for a bit of fun and a bit of larking around. I don't know what you mean by crosses, mate. I don't know what you mean by that. Don't know what you mean about that, dude. Sorry, can you be more specific? Are you talking about the motorbikes? We have 4 of them. Yeah, you mean the motorbikes. Yeah, we have 4 of them because they're our main way of getting around. They're one of the cheapest vehicles you can pick up in the game. Why? Because we'd have up to 10 people playing sometimes, that's why. And people wanted to get around, so. The other thing as well is there's golden orbs that you can seek out on the map. We found them all now. But we were all going around hunting them basically on motorbikes. You can just teleport, yeah. Yeah, you could, but then you've got to walk. And if you've got nothing to teleport to, which at the time we had nothing, teleporting ain't gonna work because you've got nothing to teleport to. So yeah, we had vehicles so we could all get around freely. That was the main reason. They're very cheap. As I say, it's a multiplayer session. We've had up to a dozen people in at times. Typically, it's anywhere between 2 and 5 people is quite normal. You know, 3 or 4 is pretty normal. So yeah, just having some vehicles for people to get around. People like to muck around as well. The physics on the motorbikes is kind of funny. So it's just one of those staples of the farm now at this point. It's just become a bit of a thing. And then I've got my little tuk-tuk that I get around in. Because again, every time we play a farming sim game, I end up with some ridiculous tractor or vehicle, basically. It's a bit of a channel staple, we'll call it, a community staple. Yeah, I end up in a ridiculous vehicle normally, and that becomes my designated vehicle. So this time round, the community decided to give me the little tuk-tuk. So that's what I've ended up with. On the previous game, I had a pink electric tractor that we fondly call the Pope-mobile. Because it literally looks like the Pope's, like, carry cart thing. So, yeah, that thing is disgusting, but it's funny. I ended up putting, like, double trailer of potatoes on the back of it, and it caused absolute carnage, but it was funny. But, yeah, so the tuk-tuk is my vehicle. So that's, yeah, that's my designated bit of chaos. So, yeah. Yeah, Cat, if you want to do more contracts, dude, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. It's going to be a while before I can get you over here to do seeding. Sorry. I mean, I'm in the second field at the moment, so there is a field you can go and do if you want, but this process is slow. There's nothing I can do about that. It is going to take me time to do. I am getting there, though, slowly. It's not a particularly complicated task. It's just a small header on this thing. It does take a while. Hey, Scott, how you doing? No, but we're making progress. We are getting there. I say, once this is done, this is the thing, though. Once it's done, it just sits there, and we just have to put water on it every so often. It's not difficult. It's quite a simple crop to manage. It's not too bad in the grand scheme of things. So, all in all, we should be fine. It's just getting the little bit of groundwork done. When it does happen, it all happens at once at the moment because of the way we've got the crops planted. I've got it on automatic gears and stuff. I have got an accessory, which is a farming heavy-duty panel thing. I do not have that plugged in at the moment because I need to put a custom setup on it because Farming Sim 25, it has a bit of a weird balked configuration. But yeah, if you're talking about the manual start, yeah, that's your side, dude. You deal with your own settings on that, as far as I'm aware. But yeah, I've got all my vehicles just set to automatic. I don't bother with gears or any faff like that. If you're talking about the automated steering assist shit, I don't like doing that because it's boring. You might as well not play the game at that point because it's basically playing it for you. Yeah, I don't know about that. I can look into it. I can look into it for next time. I'm not gonna bother right now. I'll have a look. Sorry, it's understanding what you meant by that. Sorry, it sounded like you were talking about gears rather than the vehicle start-stop. I can look into it though. But yeah, not right this minute. I've only got 40 minutes and then we're swapping game again, so time on Farming Sim is a little bit limited today because we've been multitasking, doing a bunch of stuff today. I need to put the harvester on, I need to lower it. Right, let's go. Once I've done this field, there's 2 more to do. We'll do the one up top and then we'll go across the road and do the other one. The little one isn't too bad. It's this one and the other one are the bigger ones, so. Hey 85, how you doing? Welcome on in. Hope you're doing okay. Go, 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 go. We're gonna get in there. We're gonna get this done. Have you got much capacity left in the trailer? I'm presuming you have, because I haven't harvested much. That looks maybe a third full. Okay. That's not too bad. We'll get this field in it at the very least. Shouldn't be too bad. Not too bad. But yeah, this process takes a while. It's one of those things. Hi Maria, how you doing? Welcome on in. Hopefully all is well for you. Do 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 do. Yeah, I want to get bigger fields. We want to get some animals. We had, with the previous game, we were working up and doing, like, cheese and stuff like that. It'd be nice to do that again. I want to have a go at vineyards. Everybody keeps saying don't do vineyards, though. I kind of want to give it a go, though, just for a bit of fun. Because I didn't try it in the previous game. Same with horses as well. So, I want to do horses. I want to have a vineyard. I want to try some stuff out that we missed out on previously. That's kind of the plan. It's going to take a while for us to get there, but if we can get the deck cleared, and we need, I think for the horse plan, we need 1/2 mil to 3/4 mil, I think we worked out. For the other fields and crops and other gubbins, we're probably talking another, again, 3/4 mil, a mil for the stuff we want to do. It's just going to depend on whether we can pick the equipment up on discount or not. There is an awful lot of it at the moment that we want to do, so. But we will get there. We will get there. It is literally just a matter of time. Yeah, sorry, there's a lot sitting around at the moment. But if you want to do, yeah, if you want to do another task, and I'll give you a shout when the truck's full. It's one of the things we normally do is we kind of like hot swap people in on things. We get more done that way. It does rapidly add up. An awful lot you can get done when you put your mind to it in this, so. I'm nearly there with this field, at least. And then I'll start working on the next one. Well, at the moment I'm doing rice, at the moment can. I've got multiple fields. I'm gonna be so tied up, dude. I'm very tied up at the moment with this. I'm getting there though. Like I say, I'm about halfway currently with the tasks. It is getting there. So we should hopefully, knock on wood, at least have it all harvested by the end of today. I'm not so sure about getting it all reseeded, but we'll see. We'll see how we fare with it. It'd be nice to have it all reseeded, because then it'll make it easier next time. But if we can't, we can't. The seedy thing takes a while to do, so that may or may not be possible today, but we'll see. We got a good 40 minutes though. You can do a lot in 40 minutes in this game. You'd be surprised. So we'll see what we can do. Come on, fill up. Right. Okay, well that's about half full now. I'm gonna go to the top field. I'm gonna go to the top field. We'll take it from there. I've got to go all the way around though because of this big stone shelf though. There's nothing I can do about that. Big old retaining wall they've got there. Come on. Get into position. Harvester on. Put it down. There we go. There we go. Right. Right, we're on our way. We are on our way. I think this one's actually slightly smaller than the one down the bottom there. I can't remember what the hectares on it are. Technically, this field and the one below it are on the same plot of land, so they are technically, I don't want to say one and the same, but you know what I mean, like they are connected to each other. It was a single land purchase to get them both, so it was kind of a no-brainer really when we did get them. It was nice because it's worked out quite well for us. At least it's given us some yields and something to get the harvesting going with. I need to double check and find out how much the mushrooms has been making us, but I think it's fairly good. They just kind of sit there and do their thing though. We don't have to interfere with those. They're set up, they're fine. They will just keep ticking over and we don't have to have any involvement in that whatsoever. So they're just sat there doing their thing, which is nice. Very, very minimal management involved in those. We just let them do their thing. Right, come on. I'm hoping if I can do this all in one and then I can just drive it down and then take this across the other side of the road, that would be ideal. Don't know if we're going to quite manage it, but we'll see. It would be nice though if I could just do it in one. I think it's going to be close, that much is for sure. Because I'm 30% full nearly. Kind of encroaching on 30% of the field, I would guess. Because I'm taking a little strip off the end, so. I think this field is basically one full load of this vehicle. If I remember correctly, I think it's near enough. But if it is, it's perfect, because that will, well, the trailer won't be full, but it will, it'll be probably about 3/4 of the way there. 2/3, something like that, so. It'll be a decent way there. Hey Mig, how you doing? You're alright. Hope all is well for you. Come on, go, 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 go! Oh yeah, this is close to half done now. Yeah, we should have this. I'd be shocked if we don't. As I say, it's been a long time since we harvested it, so I can't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure it's close to one load for this. Should be fine. Come on, gimme, gimme, gimme. most of the way there. How's the contracts going, guys? They're okay. Hopefully it's all alright. If there's any issues, give me a shout, alright? Happy to help if I can. I'm just going to try and keep plodding along with this, though. Try and get as much of it done as I can. Come on, go, go, go. I really hope the harvest is going to be worth it. I really hope all the effort's going to be worth it. I think we've got about 3 harvests sat in the silo at the moment. Somewhere in that ballpark, it's like 2 or 3. This isn't the most valuable crop, unfortunately. But it's been nice to do it, because it was something different. It's something they introduced with this particular game, because we didn't have it on the previous one. It would have been cool if they had it on the previous one, but they didn't, so. I'm not doing beet and all those ones, because they're bloody infuriating to do. We have suffered far too much from certain crops. I think, was it spinach? Yeah, spinach, beet, be that sugar or red. And then carrots are a massive pain in the ass. The beet is worth it apparently though if you do it from scratch yourself, but otherwise it's stupidly ridiculous. I'm okay, Headshot. How are you? We've just been having a pool session, bit of War Thunder today, hanging out on a bit of farming sim, and then we've got Every Day We Fight later, so we're just trying to wrap up the last half hour of farming sim at the moment. Just trying to sort the crops out, because the crops are harvestable, hence I'm at that right now. The guys are doing some contract jobs to get us some extra money. We've got about 95k of debt left out of the $750,000 that we had to pay off. So it's been a lot, but we're in the final kind of push on that now. So it's looking up. Things are looking up. I got plans and ideas for what we're gonna do with the farm, but need to just push on the last couple of bits that need doing. But yeah, the rice crop is harvestable, so I'm grabbing all of that at the moment. Yes, we do play as a community Headshot. I'm not going to be on this for much longer though today. It's half an hour only, and then I'm going to be swapping game. It is a community server. It's only up when I'm playing though, because it's a local host session rather than a traditional server. We do have a couple of stipulations and rules, but they're fairly basic things. Just common sense stuff, really. This is a modded session, by the way, but it is cross-play enabled, so whether you're on console or PC, you'll be able to play, but you will have to download some mods. They're all free mods. They're all cross-play mods. There is a list in my Discord for the full list of them, or you can try and join, but we do recommend trying to download them first before you hop in, just to minimize the risk of crashing and other issues. But there's a Discord room for farming sim. Basically, the full list is in there. The server is password protected, so I'll have to provide you with that. And yeah, one farm and one farm only, so you will need to join the farm when you hop in, so you can participate. And then it's usual shit about not being a dickhead and all that kind of stuff. And then yeah, no major purchases without running them past me. If you need to get seeds or fertilizer for a job, that's totally fine. Just buy sensible quantities. But yeah, no buying and selling of land. We do what's called the Farm Council for decision making. So that's where you guys get to vote on decisions that are being made regarding the farm. Generally speaking, I handle the big purchases just because then people aren't multiple trying to do the same thing, because it causes a bit of chaos, as I'm sure you can imagine. But yeah, and then yeah, just obviously open on ideas and strategies and, you know, farm development, that kind of stuff. But yeah, most of the time we're either harvesting our own stuff or we're doing contracts. What we recommend though for contracts, just use the borrow button. We don't have much equipment on the farm right now. Renting direct from the shop is horrendously expensive, so if you do a contract, use the borrow button. because we do not have much equipment at the moment. But yeah, if you've got any questions, Headshot, feel free to ask. It's not a problem. We normally play Farming Sim on a Thursday. It's one of our 2 go-to games on a Thursday. It's normally this or Storage Sim at the moment. I've been playing a lot of. Right, that trailer's mostly full. I'm gonna go over to the other field. I've got one more field to do, and then I can start prepping this for seeding. I need to go get the right piece of equipment for it, though. But yeah, this shouldn't take too long. It's just very long and thin, this field. It's not too bad, though. It still have to go up and down about half a dozen times, but it's not too bad in the grand scheme. It is not too bad. Come on. Go on. Right, I'm just gonna trim the end here, and then we'll go around. Just wanna make sure I've caught all of this, because it's a little bit tight around the end here. That's the downside of those stupid pipes. They do get in the way quite badly, which is really, really annoying, but it is what it is. Just something you have to deal with, unfortunately, in this. But yeah, this shouldn't take too long to do. Yeah, most of the way there. So, not too bad. But yeah, then we need to prep the ground and get the seeds back in. It looks like the fertilizing and the yield on this isn't looking too bad at the moment. So I think we're going to be okay in that regard. Looking at this, we're actually doing fairly decently, because we only recently turned precision farming on. Well, with it being relatively new, but basically when this crop went in was around the time when precision farming came out. So that's when we put everything in. So yeah, we haven't been able to yield everything around and see how it's been looking really properly yet. It's the first kind of proper go around with it. But it's, yeah, I think the fields are doing okay in the grand scheme of things. We're not doing too bad. Come on. I'm about half full now. I want to get this all in one go, but if I remember right, this field I can't do that with. I believe this one takes a little bit more. What do you mean, was that all? Was what all? Sorry, Brugger, I don't know what you mean by that, dude. Sorry, you'll need to be more specific, buddy. If you're asking, is this the last field that I'm doing right now? Yes. Yes, this is the last field. Oh, the beans? I don't know what's going on with the beans. I'm having nothing to do with that. I'm just dealing with the rice at the moment. Hey, Oriana. Do you want to take what I've got here, Can? I honestly don't remember. It's probably, there'll be a keybind for it somewhere. There'll be an audio setting as well. I got all that shit turned off. It's the first thing I turn off. Check audio settings. That'd be the place to look, dude. Come on. But yeah, Can, we're nearly there, dude. We're very nearly there. It is slowly coming together. We'll check if we can seed directly or if I've got to do the land prep first. I vaguely remember us having to prep it first. I will double check though. If I have to, I'll go get a tractor and get plowing. The only thing is though, that's the tractor that you've got at the moment, Can, so I'll have to put the header on it. Because I think that's the only one we have that's, yeah, suitable. I don't think we own anything else at the moment, tractor-wise. Tractors are a little bit thin on the ground for us, unfortunately. I'm gonna give you this Can because I'm getting full. This won't fully fill you, but I just wanna offload it so I don't run into mess. We'll see how we do though. Right. But we're nearly there. We are very nearly there. So it's another thing we can tick off as done, which will be nice. So progress for the progress god. Hey Chris, how you doing? Welcome on in. Hope all is well. Come on, go 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 go! This field slightly deviates, so it's a little bit wider at one end. Which is why we end up with this funny situation down here. Thankfully it isn't for very far though, so we don't have to deal with a major rigmarole with it. It's not too bad. Just gotta trim it and tidy it up a little bit. It does mean I'm gonna have to turn around and back and forth on myself a bit, but it could, as I say, could be worse. There's also a ditch down the right here, which is annoying. So yeah, something else we have to deal with. We got a penalty. Oh no, why did we get an environmental penalty? I have no idea what happened there. I don't know what went wrong. Right, that's them harvested. Right, there you go, Can. That's done. That is all of the rice harvested now. So I'm gonna go pop this back in its shed. Oh, I know it's the mod. I know it's the mod that does it. I know it's the precision farming. It'd be nice if it told us why it was penalizing us. Hang on, is someone put an AI on for that? Has someone put an AI to do that? I might just grab the cedar then, if that's the case. Whose fucking tractor is that? Do we own that yellow tractor? Oh, you're doing it, Can. Right, okay, okay. Sorry, I thought you were in the blue one. Sorry, it's not showing the bloody marker thingy. Sorry, dude. Right, if you do that, give me a second. I'm gonna go dump the, I'll go dump the rice off. I wish it would show the bloody names from further away. Hi, Icy. Yeah, let me go dump this rice, and then I guess I'll grab the cedar and we'll start working on it. Have we got another plowhead? I don't think we have, do we? Otherwise I could go plow the other stuff, but I don't think we've got that option, unfortunately. Which is really sucky. We could really ideally do with another tractor and another header, really, but I don't know when we're gonna get one at this rate. It's probably gonna be a while. I'm gonna have a look in the shop, but Even if there is one, we can't afford it, so... we're a bit screwed. Nope, that's not what I want. What's in the bargains? Liftable pallet thing. Potato planter. Nope, not what we want. No, it's way too expensive, Brugger. There is no point in us doing that. It's far too expensive. That's the problem. It's extraordinarily expensive to do that. We've got no margin right now, is part of our problem. Right, so if I lower the planter... Oh crap, I can't even do that yet because I gotta put the water on, haven't I? Shit. Yeah, we have to field flood first, don't we? Balls! Oh well, it won't take long and then we'll have that. Have we got more fertilizer knocking around? Hang on, there's a box there. I think. I'm sure there's more at the shop. We might have to go get some from there at some point when we get a chance. Yeah. We're gonna have to transport it over. Oh, that's gonna be fun and games. I mean, we've got that dirty, great big long lifter thing, but that thing ain't getting up the hill, so screw moving that. We just leave it. You can unstick vehicles. There is a button on the map to unstick if you do get stuck for some reason. Right, as soon as you're done with that field can, I'm gonna flood it, and then hopefully I can get on with seeding it. All right. Can I? It's not letting me refill, is it? Because it's not even got enough room for one plant, has it? It's bloody typical, isn't it? Alright, go on, Can. You got this. Oh my gosh, dude! So I just see... to be fair, that area is quite good for stunt jumps. There's some good spots there. There are some good spots you can get some airtime on. There's a bit in the middle of the map as well with some ridges that you can get airtime on, which is hilarious. So yeah, there's some good spots on this map. There's a couple of like really stupid big hills as well. You can do a lot. Hey Nathan, how are you? Go on, Can, you got this. It might take a minute or two for us to flood the field, so just be wary of that. It shouldn't be too long though. It should be doable. Hang on a second, guys. Hang on, what was that? Start it. Oh, what, the flooding? Will it let me? Oh, yeah, it will. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Right. I just gotta wait for it to flood, though. It's gonna take a minute. Go on, you. I think I have to wait still though. Hang on. I'm wondering if it'll let me start. If I turn on the planter and lower it. Yeah, I gotta wait. I've gotta wait. Bloody thing. Okay. That is just typical. Ah! We'll get there, don't worry. We'll get there. Right. Is there a percentage on the flooding? I don't think there is there? I don't think there is. Let me have a look a minute. Yeah, 1%. Whoa! Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait. It's gonna take a little while. Can I flood it while you're doing that? Hang on, I'm gonna try this. Let's see if we can. Oh, I can't. Balls, you have to basically be done with it. Ah, the joys of farming. Gotta do things in specific orders. Yeah, try not to harvest the motorbike. Oh gosh. All right, we'll be fine. We'll be okay. This is the thing, right? Once we get the prep done, I mean, the seeding will take a little while, but it shouldn't be too bad. Is there any contracts I can do in the meantime? Let's have a look. We haven't got long before we need to swap, so... There's a wood transport. There's a dead wood. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go do the dead wood. It's only $13.50, but I'm gonna go over there and do that quickly. It's extra money, so it's extra money we could do with. So I'm gonna go do it while we wait for the field prep and the flooding. All right. I would cut corners and go down the hill, but I know that probably end badly, so I'm gonna be sensible. There is also a dirty, grippy cliff here as well, so probably best I don't yeet myself straight off of it. Because that ain't gonna end well. Ah! Come on. No, no, no. Stay on the track. Stay on the mud track. I hate how hilly these woodlands are. They drive me absolutely crazy. Hey, Venom! How you doing? You alright? Right, I need to get over to the area. Where is it? It is down here somewhere. Gimme, gimme, gimme! Ah! Bloody trees! Thank you so much for the likes, Vegeta. Appreciate it. I hope you're doing okay. We're just did a bit of farming sim. Hey, Cap! How's you? You're alright. We're just rounding out farming sim. We've got every day they fight. Or we fight, or whatever it's called. Oh, dude, it's not the worst. I've got a tractor up a tree before. Trust me, I can do a lot worse than that. That was nothing. I am terrible, seriously. The amount of accidents, especially on Farming Sim 22. Oh, I was terrible. I literally, like, there was so many tractors stuck in stupid places. I managed to drown some tractors. We got some stuck in a tree. We did. Yeah, it was bad. There was a lot of shenanigans, basically. You on vacation? Nice. Enjoy your vacation. Are you doing anything nice for it? Got any plans? Oh, me and the train. Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah, there was a number of incidences with the train. Thank you. I will chop that without cutting you in half. You find any more, let me know. You are a star. Thank you for being my assistant. There was another one here. Hang on. Just gonna enjoy it. Oh, that sounds good. Is it really bad when you said summer cabin? I immediately thought of the video game. I am so eternally online. I'm so sorry. I'm terrible. I am terrible. Oh, don't. Someone will make that. Give him time. Somebody will make that. It'll be like the next Stardew Valley game. Just wait and see. Give him time. Somebody'll do it. It already is? No, you gotta be pulling my leg. Really? Genuinely? Someone made that? I shouldn't be surprised with some of the dumb games that I've seen be made. I really shouldn't be surprised at this point. Fairly new? Oh my, I'm gonna have to look it up on Steam. I'm gonna be like, A, do you have it? B, is it actually any good? That's the important questions. That might be one. It is. Okay, found one. On the topic of last year, I still need to do my best and worst of last year vid. I am working on that. I am slowly getting it done. It is happening. I will try and get it actually done this year. Ironically. I've also got the one from the year prior to do as well, so that's fun and games. Hey, thank you, Rach. How you doing? 6-player multiplayer? Sauna. Oh no. Really? There's a sauna in it? Yeah, these are gonna take a while to flood. Jeez, I forgot how slow these are. Hang on. Let me look at this game. What was it called again? My Finished Cabin? Hang on. I wanna look this up. I can't see it. Hang on, someone give me that. Give me the name. How you been, Rach? You okay? I hope everything's okay. Hey, Solus as well, by the way. I hope you're doing fab. Oh, we're doing okay, guys. We're doing alright. We're not doing wood transport. Screw that. We'll just ignore that. How many liters of rice do we have now? Let's have a look. We've got 18,000 and a bit. That's not too bad. How long does this stuff take to grow again? Hang on. How long does rice take to grow in Farming Sim 25? Let me find out. 4 months, yeah. So we're on April. So May, June, July. Yeah, we're just gonna miss the window. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that's a pain in the butt. Okay, so that's basically where we're gonna be at. But we'll get 2 grand per thing, in theory. So that should be a nice chunk of money. I don't think we have anything else at the moment, do we? It's literally all we have. The mushrooms, or the space penises as we call them, are just doing their thing. Yeah, I think we're doing okay. So we just need to clear the debt. I think what we'll do is if you're okay wrapping that up, if you want I can take over, I don't mind either way. But yeah, I think if we just get the land prepped and then we're gonna go play the other game. And then next time we're on Farming Sim, we'll get this, we'll get all of this sown. Try and pay some debt down. I don't think we should pay any debt down yet. We'll hold on to the cash for now. Let me just have a look at the finances a second. How are we doing here? Because we are getting... We got property income, which should go up because we're getting to the better weather. We should get more sun, so that should improve. Property maintenance, we're paying a little bit. Obviously, we're not building anything, so construction costs are null and void. We are spending a lot in seed and fertilizer. We're doing it. The contracts are really variable. Like, really, really variable. It's very hit and miss. I mean, we spent basically half our contract money on the... Although a lot of that stuff we still have. Although I balked and we lost a load. Oh, brilliant, Cap. Hang on, let me copy that. Because I went looking for it and it wouldn't show up. Let me have a look. Oh my god, it does actually show up. Okay, I guess I typed it wrong. The ultimate cottage experience. Okay, I guess that's going on my wish list. Is it really bad? It's the kind of game where I'm like, that's gonna turn into a horror game. I could just see it. You're just in the woods with your friends, and then you're all hanging out in the sauna, and then like a serial killer turns up. Oh, they've got boats. Boats, beers, and neighbors with quests, apparently. What on earth are you going to be doing for a quest? Like, kill a bear? Apparently there's a shop as well? Okay, bit random. Thanks for playing, Brug. I don't know if that was a disconnect on purpose, but thank you for playing. I don't know. Do they have a bear in Finland? I'm guessing you do. I don't know. It's up north. They have bears up north, don't they? One would assume. Right? I mean, I'm not saying, like, polar bears or nothing, but, like, you know, they're fluffy and adapted to that weather, so it makes sense for there to be a bear. I don't know. Just Boris the bear hanging out in the woods. Yeah, they stay away from humans. That's probably the best idea for them. Can't flood it! Ah! Yeah, I really don't want to have a fight with a bear. That will not end well. That will never end well. Don't get me wrong, I've seen some at conservation centres. They're lovely. Great. Got nothing against bears. They're cool, but I don't want to have a stand down with one, alright? I'd be getting out of its way. Let's put it that way. I'd be leaving it well alone. If the bear wants something, the bear's having it, and I'm getting out of the way. That's my attitude to bear management. And that's probably the soundest way to deal with it. Oh, I know they used to be. We also used to have wolves and stuff as well, but again, those all went out. We also used to have big cats as well, I believe. But yes, those are long gone, thankfully. Yeah, I couldn't imagine walking down to the shop and having an encounter with a wolf. It just would terrify me. Don't want to have that experience, thanks. I'd rather not. Don't get me wrong, I love medieval times and all that fun stuff, but that's the one bit, other than the lack of medicine and the rampant disease, that I would quite happily do without. So, yeah. Yeah, that's the bit I'd rather avoid. If you catch my drift. 12% on that. Oh, Can's out. Okay, I'll finish it up, Can. Yeah, we did. I did the thingies earlier, don't worry. Ah! Don't run me over. Thanks for helping, Can. Sorry if you disconnected. I don't know why you disconnected. I'm so sorry. I hope you're okay. Thank you for your help, though. You're a legend. I'll just finish it up for you. We're making good time. It's a little after 6, but that's fine. We get this done, and then we'll seed it all next time when we get a chance to get on. But yeah, we'll go play this demo I've been sent, because it looks really interesting, and I've been wanting to have a go on it, so we'll finally get a chance to today. Hey, Yasia, how you doing? Go, 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 go! Oh no, it's okay, Can. It's fine. Thank you for the help, though, Can. I appreciate it. You've been awesome as always. We got a lot done together today, so I'm very grateful. Thank you. But yeah, well, I'll shut it up in a second, and then we'll go play the other game. I believe there's a public demo, by the way, guys. So if you want to play along with me, you got food calling. You know, that's all good. That's fine. I hope you get some nice food. Enjoy your food. Hey, Otha, how you doing? I'm getting hungry as well. I've got pate on toast tonight. That's my dinner. Maybe a bit of onion to go on it. But that's my dinner tonight. And then hopefully the plan for tomorrow. Ah, what is tomorrow? I can't remember. I know we've got sausage mash, and onion gravy for one night planned. Mum's gonna have tripe though. Oh, I remember, we got duck. That's what it was. Yeah, I got duck on offer. They had 2 duck legs for £4 basically in the shop on an offer. So I got that because I wanted to get the pork belly, but the pork belly, there was like enough to feed 4 people, so there's no way we needed that much, and it was more than double the price. So I was like, nope, not doing that. So yeah, I decided against that. But Mum likes duck, you see. So I've got that, and then I've got some asparagus and some tender stem broccoli because she loves that. I didn't buy potatoes though. I kind of regret that. Although I guess I could put mash with it. I don't know. I'll figure it out. It'll be fine either way. I will suss it out. You've got new potatoes and chicken? Nice. Enjoy. Sounds good. Right. We're nearly there. We're very nearly there. Just this little tiny bit at the end here. Yeah, then we'll save it up, and then, yeah, we'll go play the other game. We've done okay. We haven't made the most profit today, but we've put a lot of groundwork in for other stuff, so we've done okay. I think the contracts are a bit thin as well, which didn't help. But it is what it is. It looks like we've made profit overall, though, so that's the main thing. So we'll just have to keep chipping away at it. Right, so we'll lift that up. Let me go flood this field, and then we're going to go put the tractor back where it belongs. There we go. Right, flood the field, and then when I get on next time, it'll be ready to go. Right, come on. There we go. But yeah, we need to gather up all our resources. I need to have a session of getting all the stuff away from the shop. All the fertilizer and all the other gubbins we've got up there. We need to start storing things in the same spot just so that we have some idea of what we've got itinerary-wise. Because at the moment, it's a bit all hodgepodge and crazy and everywhere at the moment. So it's hard to keep track of what we do and don't have. Let me save the game. I need the loo quickly, so we'll have a quick light BRB break. I won't be too long, guys. Alright, I'll be as fast as I can. But I need to go make sure my mom's okay, and I'll just swap the game over. I believe this game, as I say, the next one has a demo, but we'll go into that in a minute when I get back. But yeah, productive day. War Thunder went well. Farming Sim's been fun. So yeah, I'll be back in a minute. If you want to go check out AMD in the meantime, which is today's sponsor, make sure to go use my link in chat. It helps me out enormously. And if you're like me and you're in the process of doing an upgrade, they've got fantastic options available there for you and on some great offers as well. So make sure to take advantage of those while those are available. But yeah, back in a minute, guys. Won't be long.